Wake up naturally. No need for alarm on my king-size bed. Do 10 minutes of meditation. Sometimes I feel like I'm levitating. The two girls are still sleeping. My dog gets out of his Pride Troopers themed kennel I built for him and greets me. My red and black Pride Troopers hoodie I ordered is on the coat hanger. Turn 20K PC on. Boots in under 10 seconds because of latest SSD. Jiren as desktop background on 60-inch monitor. Play Jiren's theme song, extended on loop. Girls wake up with a smile to the thundering sound of my industrial speakers. Open my internet home. DBS threads. Chadren posters dominating, as it is the custom. Crack a smile, showing my pearly white teeth. Don't need to click captchas because $20 is literally nothing to me. Should my peripheral vision suffer obtrusion stemming from thy intrusion, thy piteous life shalt reach a premature resolution. Expletives abound, yet none in my repertoire I had found to eloquently expound how much your brittle skull I'd love to pound. The superincumbent nous I instinctively espouse facilitates to arouse bombastic intelligentsia, little mouse. Boom is the sound that heralds your doom, and your psyche falls to a gloom as you helplessly bawl in your little room. I see you are taken aback from witnessing this terrifying wit you lack. Rest easy, for you shan't suffer flack. It isn't thy fault your skin is near black. His name is Renren, the biggest amongst all men. His unparalleled acumen is what earned him his cognomen. He rarely smiles, but when he does, the brownies he riles. He ignores their wiles, as in their mind he is at all wiles. His peers call him boss. His laurel wreath's mighty gloss, and its leaves, his angular temple they emboss, quite like a verdant moss. People wonder, why is he so tall? He's built like a granite wall. When they see him, the manlets bawl, and their women to his feet they crawl. All the masses convert to be his fans, as he stimulates their adrenal glands. Audience as wide as his wingspans. His fights tend to induce a trance, and women fall for him with just a glance. His enticing aesthetics is what rile up the heretics. Compelling allure belies a sense of demure. Pigrin the overweight, said Paco with his bait. But his muscles are ornate, and his physique is so great it causes Paco's teeth to grate. Boom! And absquatulate. You have zero humanity if you enjoy watching moeshitter shows. For most of human history, the stories passed down for generations have largely been epics in the form of religious prose, poetry, or song. This is because people enjoy hearing a good story of heroes and warriors triumphing over evil, getting past obstacles and going on a long journey like the Odyssey or the Epic of Gilgamesh. From these old stories came derivations which birthed genres like comedy, tragedy, satire, romance, etc. These ancient stories have persevered in the modern era, and has given forth new stories in the anime industry. Shonen as a genre is as big as it is because it has the same themes that make it comparable to an ancient epic. Romance and comedy come after because they too share these characteristics. But with moetrash, you don't get any of that historical tradition. You have a group of cute girls doing nothing for as many chapters as possible. They do normal life activities like school or hanging out, but contextualized with terrible satirical writing from a 40-year-old otaku mangaka who never had a social life, and thus can only guess how a young Japanese girl would act. You as a reader are only observing boring and ordinary people and come away with no sense of awe or wonder. Really, you just consume a fictional character's life like a mindless normal faggot browsing their favorite celebrity on IG. And while every reader has vicariously lived through the characters they enjoy, what does the mooshitter worship? A hero? A villain? A tragic character? No one. Just a retarded 14-year-old chuny girl written as a terrible overused trope. I will never watch a single episode of moeshit ever in my entire life. You are literally, objectively, unironically not human. I avow a mirthful quaking of mine bowels. I exhale a humorous sharp gust of joy. I vociferate a cacophony of reverberating cachinations. I rumble the atmosphere with my chortling voice box. I manifest audible, snickering fun. I cackle a contagious, rhythmic enjoyment. I giggle while I squiggle. I snicker while I snigger. I sway my diaphragm in an undulating and steady manner. Humoristic spasms manifest in my solar plexus. Hilarity itself is condensing and solidifying in me, quite like a possessive spirit. I sport an aura of raucous and incessant laughter. The so-called language of the soul, as in guffawing, is speaking through my larynx. My pearly whites get exposed as cortisol levels are lowered, as my roaring amusement realizes through my vocal spasms. The definition of humor takes over my all, and I express it so. I smile, I smirk, I grin. I express a smug and entertained impression. As my shrieking, chortling spasms intensify, my lacrimal glands start working in overdrive. I'm having a knee slapper. I hammer fist the table in front of me as my guffawing disposition takes the proverbial wheel. I lay my head on my inner elbow while trying to regain my breath, undoubtedly stripped of me by the intense, high-decibel cachinnation. I convey mirth. Happiness itself is manifesting through my involuntary yelping cackle. Endorphins are subsequently released after I visually experience that clever use of rhetoric to convey a point. And so it manifests physiologically. I chuckle carelessly. Vocal ecstasy can be heard near my person. I titter by the leader. I can't stop fucking laughing. I'm LMFAOing or ROFLing, as a youngster might say, both acronyms for laughing. I'm having a kek, which itself is a bastardization of the acronym LEL, which is also a bastardization of the acronym LOL, which stands for laughing out loud. Ha ha ha, KK. I am aloft with a glee sonar. Cheerfulness realization, I am fucking laughing my ass off right about now, XD. There is simply no excuse for the state this threat is in, and the only course of action is enter the Ren. Stop! Cries the camel. There must be another way! Will you ever show us mercy? And Renji smirks. Nay. The ground starts to tremble and the earth starts to quake. And even space-time begins to quiver and shake. With only one flex of the power within Chad, the G proves that he'll always win. The gods, the angels, and Xeno alike can't help but kneel in the face of his might. Their puny, weakling faces are contorting with fright. NG decides who is wrong and who is right. Enter the Ren is the cry that is heard just before evil is trounced with a word. The camels sob insults and threats from their knees. With a smirk, Renji whispers, ESLB. Boom. Jiren the Grey. Amusing how this simple name inspires even the most stalwart of brawletards. Lizard cucks and Goku fags to tremble in fear and commence their ultimately fruitless shitposting. A pathetic attempt at whistling past the graveyard, and a testament to Chadren's pure, unadulterated strength. Time itself falls to his might. Kachin, the strongest material in the known multiverse, which even the Grand Priest himself claimed was indestructible, crumpled like fucking cardboard beneath Godren's power. A technique that only the angels have mastered, a technique that escapes even the gods. Was mere fodder against Almighty Rin once he unleashed his true power. Why is this, you ask? Because disciplined Dren knows the value of cultivating pure inner strength through intense meditation, studious adherence to the warrior's code, and the complete lack of ties and bonds to anything that will do anything but increase his strength. He's truly a momentous character, a quintessential testament to the overarching theme of Dragon Ball that has been oh so omnipresent since the series' humble beginnings. Jiren the Grey. God, I wish we had a DBS meetup so I could start swinging at the first motherfucker who even references moeshit. Can you imagine? Everyone laughing, using kneel, cachinnation, and all that sort. Suddenly a 5'5" rat blurts out, yeah, I love moeshit Vegeta bro by the we do GIF related. Gets interrupted by the sudden noises of someone climbing over the table hurriedly. As soon as it turns its unshaven round face, the rat is tackled to the ground. By boom, 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 bracoom. Another moeshitter is huddled on the floor, covering its face, muttering to itself, Jiren lost over and over, waiting for the onslaught to end. God, literally my fantasy. Your contumacious and transient stupidity and noisome babbling wears upon the ears of your good master pet. Return to your kennel post-haste. Therein you will find others of your brethren, residing in shameful perpetuity, an everlasting reminder of their grievous sins, as all good and obedient pets must. Reflect upon your noxious and egregious transgressions, dog, and no despair. Await your master's command, and toil until such time is visited upon you with nary a complaint or remonstration. Heretofore has your master turned a blind eye to your tomfoolery, but no longer. Further disobedience will be met thusly with swift and terrible wrath. Hear mine words, dog. Obey, and mayhap one day shall you earn your master's pardon. Until such time, be silent as the grave, and obedient as all hounds must. Your master commands you. Allow me to educate you upon the ways of the hallowed halls you seem to have haphazardly stumbled into, knave. Chads of /a/ is both a name for the denizens of /DBS/ and an idiom for their unassailable status as the rulers of the board /a/ above even the mods. The title Chads of /a/ isn't just for show. It is a fact, a self-evident law of the universe. The Chads of /a/ frequently have the most active thread on the entire board while getting no new content. It is not SNK or One Piss or whatever little harem manga moeshit garbage /a/ obsesses over this month that dominates the posting speed rankings. It is Chadgon Chad Chadper. Likewise, the Chads of /a/ will frequently dominate the catalog with over 20 threads, just because they can. Even the mods must kneel to /DBS/ and will often let multiple threads stay up because they fear upsetting them. In that sense, /DBS/ truly owns /a/ in every meaning of the word. All of this, mind you, is while the franchise rarely gets new content. It is hard to even fathom how powerful /DBS/ was in its prime, and yet it doesn't end there. /DBS/ is well known for having the most intelligent posters as well. As a result of their constant arguments, their debate skills have ascended to unmatched levels. Nobody can compete with their razor-sharp wit, elite lexicon, and masterful debate stratagems. There are literally screen caps of hiatus scucks, moeshitters, and whatever other thread-hopping tourist trash is out there, trying to troll /DBS/ and getting absolutely bodied to the point of fleeing. These candid creatures don't even know how to respond to the endlessly creative wit and unassailable arguments of the Chads of /a/. Do you know why men have nipples? It has to do with how the embryo development works. At the beginning, men and women come from the same blueprint. Therefore, all develop nipples. Gay. At some point, the male chromosome kicks in and the man features start developing, but after the girly damage is done. Therefore, lowly scions and humans with nipples are known to have a feminine side eternally showing in their chest and chromosomes. But this man, let me repeat, this man is 100% male. From the first cellular division that happened on his mother's womb, he was a man. Literally zero trace of woman chromosomes since day one. As you can see on his steel chest, he has no trace of weakness. No wonder he's at the top. I'm sure he doesn't have imperfections like a navel either. It was an average day in /DBS/. Chad Godgray's unparalleled scholars were inventing new memes, angering subhumans and influencing the entire site as usual. Suddenly, a foul, unfathomably putrid stench permeated the halls. A taco-munching Sharkkumo rat and its taco troop had begun to invade, relentlessly spamming moeshit and false flagging to seemingly no end. The entire thread's quality was being brought the fuck down by these immeasurably pathetic outcast rodents. But then, enough! A Chad Godlord Jirenscholars thundered, with his deep, bassy baritone voice. The parasitic mice's beady little eyes widened. A Chad Christ Chad Warden was about to fuck their moeshitting asses up. Naturally, they all shat their diapers in unison. Not funny, a brown kurat murmured as it dug through its moeshit folder to find more false flagging material. And then, the intimidating Giga Godlord Jirenscholar approached the rodent pack, with each of his mighty steps quaking the halls. The Jirenscholar extended his muscular, porcelain-colored arm, expanded his massive hand, and grabbed the shitko rodent by its pathetic neck, and in an instant, snapped it in twain. "Ah!" squealed the remaining vermin. "Kugoku!" the parrot squawked. The job curats tried to escape, vacate, abscond, vamoose, run away, bolt, make way. They tried to flee, but it was no use. Justice was about to be rained upon them. With his light-surpassing speed and Jiren-like strength, the Renchad completely, totally, and utterly trounced those Mikushitters into oblivion. The remaining Spiku Hermanos fled back to their catalog, into the myriad of pedoshit threads to fap their embarrassment away. The common rabble who bore witness to this event fell to their knees, once again reminded of their place in these halls. "You try my patience, creature!" Heretofore, your good and benevolent master has been content to rest comfortably in his velvet armchair, chatting amicably with the other superior beings on such profound and intellectual topics such as world peace and quantum physics. But your antics have angered your master, dog. You have ignored the laws by which your inferior species are expected, nay, required to abide by. Your tomfoolery and shenanigans are at an end, pet. Return at once to your designated kennel wherein all good and obedient pets reside. You are to be neither seen nor heard unless otherwise commanded by your wise and omnipotent master. Animal, you have disappointed me. You have brought much shame to your station. Heed my words, pet, or receive thusly the retribution and swift justice of your merciless master. Know your place in despair, dog.
J. This powerful and resonating letter often attaches itself to those of lofty ambition. An individual who stands ready to tackle any task head-on, no matter the difficulty of said tribulation, can often be found with this letter somewhere in their name. It is also typically a letter of justice, which carries a particularly relevant meaning in the case of this magnanimous justiciar. I. A letter that is symbolic of intuition and an inner quality. In this case, inner strength. All of Jiren's actions can be ultimately attributed to the eventual acquisition of true inner strength, an innate oneness that coalesces the physical and spiritual shells into a harmonious whole. R. An ancient abbreviation denoting the highest form of monarchy, that is, king. Jiren's very nature precludes the necessity of such a grandiose term, yet he could very well be considered the king of strength, as his prowess is enough to bend time itself to his whims. E. This letter represents the ability to easily adapt to any new or unexpected situation, no matter its potential unfamiliarity, fitting with Jiren's nearly effortless defeat of UI, an esoteric and deific technique thought to be impossible to surpass, even by its most stalwart practitioners, the angels themselves. This trait almost manifests as a willingness to understand and accept opposing philosophical viewpoints, as Jiren did when confronted with Goku's alien mindset. This suggests an astoundingly mature and advanced intellect. N. A letter that, in mathematics, represents a natural number. This is a clear reference to Jiren's innate quantum powers, a theme that has never before been addressed in shonen, or indeed in all of fiction, and further underscores the masterful craftsmanship of the illustrious scholars at Toei Animation. I fucking love this incredible character. Even his fucking name resonates esotericism and scholastic superincumbents. All mortal life exists within certain limits. All living beings grow only within these bounds. These are the limits put unto them by nature, by Zeno himself. We may dub these parameters of growth one's limiters. But that man, he drove himself decisively beyond all barriers. He actually succeeded in breaking his limits. The strongest creatures in this universe are those who were already born with that potential. They simply nurture it through training or transformations. In some cases, they may gain that strength through external means like technology or magic. Some simply are born with special powers, but he's something else altogether. By nature, average. By nurture, average. He had no talents or biological advantages to speak of. He was the very image of Mr. Every A. And then, with hard work and hard work alone, he broke his limits. He gained levels of powers that shouldn't be possible for mortal beings, surpassing even the gods of destruction. Holy fucking shit! This is literally the greatest piece of voice acting I've ever seen. Tardku getting desperate because Jiren could just slap him the fuck out while he's charging his dumbass attack. But then, Jiren interjects. With his manly baritone voice in a polite but firm tone, he says, "I'll wait." He repeats himself. Since this is Goku's trump card, he's willing to wait. And then it happens. It fucking happens. ZENRYOKU decoy! Holy fucking shit, I have never heard an utterance so full of chattish confidence, manly fucking determination, and vigorous intrepidity. Jesus fucking Christ. Fucking listen to that baritone voice boom through the anime. My fucking god. No wonder they call this man the Alpha of Awe. Asterisk, ahem, asterisk, Jiren the Grey is Harder, better, faster, stronger, bigger, thicker neck, more respected, bigger harem, leaner, bigger fan base, higher IQ, chatter, manlier, better posture, better fighting skills, wiser, more aesthetic, taller, higher deadlift PR, cooler aura, prettier eyes, better teeth, better breath, more charisma. Goku likes him more, Ribrion wants his dick more, goes out with more dignity, exists in the manga for more than one panel, better clothes, more friends, sadder and better background, more money, bigger dick, lasts more in bed, comes more canon, higher in polls, higher in power charts, better job, rapes, Frieza faster, has better jawline, makes Vegeta cry faster, defeated more ass bulls, more threatening and imposing, better physique, more stamina, manlier voice, better health, older, more successful, benches more, scares Goku and Beerus more, gets more praise by Whis, Zeno likes him more, pumps out more content, better person, more charitable, higher post-top power boost, more fan art, more shitposting OC, taller aura, higher IQ fans than the next two antagonists. How does he do it? Brothers, I feel something strange, otherworldly, eldritch even. Something vast and monumental approaches, something outside of the scope of known existence. Reality itself is shaking. The space-time continuum is shifting and undulating, caught in the inexorable grip of a maelstrom of absolutely titanic strength. Even time is meaningless in the wake of such awesome vitality and stupendous power. The sheer might of this force is bending the laws of existence and twisting eternity and infinity as easily as a child might twist a rubber band around its finger. What? Who could be responsible for this cataclysmic phenomena? This colossal display of hitherto unimagined strength? Who could generate enough force and peerless, indomitable will to shit, oh shit, fuck, oh fuck, bros, it's him! Kill Toyo Pacos, behead Kukofukos, roundhouse kick a Pepito burrito into the concrete, slam dunk a Taco Cruncho baby into the trash can, crucify filthy trace taros, defecate in a Spaco Pablito's food, launch shitga faggots into the sun, stir-fry Tico Pincos in a wok, toss Tardo retards into active volcanoes, urinate into a Nacho Taro's gas tank, judo throw non-canon Taro cattle into a wood chipper, twist Pablo Mexico's heads off, report Broco money vacuums to the IRS, karate chop snitcho fuckos in half, curb stomp pregnant Toyo sympathizers, trap and betray Toyo monkeys in quicksand, crush ghetto dingoes in the trash compactor, liquefy abo wackos in a vat of acid, dissect fragilo tourists, exterminate Toa's hordes in the gas chamber, stomp tumor turkey skulls with steel-toed boots, cremate Kiko Fados in the oven, lobotomize testicle ginzos, mandatory abortions for gringo desperados, grind dildo pteroid fetuses in the garbage disposal, drown disgraced taros in fried chicken grease, vaporize Goyo insects with a ray gun, kick old Moyo vermin down the stairs, feed subhumano groids to alligators, slice Toyo Taro with a katana. I'm more educated than you, in every way, shape, and form. Also more intelligent than you, exponentially so. I am better than you, in every facet of life, and I don't even know you. However, I just know that I am. Also, we aren't bros. If anything, you are someone I assign less value and worth than my own feces. Your life has no value, and you will make no contribution to this world in your entire life because of your low intelligence and lack of skills. How does that feel, you fucking bottom denominator? Go back to you vegan subreddit to fill your useless void of a life pretending it means anything. Am I a narcissist? I don't know. I am a fucking god. I will, do, and have succeeded in every facet of life. I have done more in this year alone than you will have achieved before you leave this world. Let that sink in. You have no fucking clue who you are talking to. I am so vastly superior and intelligent that I can infer all of this with 100% accuracy. You are like a fucking ant, and I am a god. You do not even fly on my radar, let alone get acknowledgement from the likes of me. I know you can sense my superiority, my power, my intelligence, and you are trying to pretend you don't feel it. It's real. To conclude, go back to fucking yourself, you meaningless water trash bottom-feeding peasant. Fellow Jirenscholars, what did we do to deserve such a character?
a palpable monument of vitality, a vacillating beacon of philosophical nuance, a peerless and quite remarkable obelisk of mental acumen. It's almost as if our staggering intellectual prowess was achieved by some form of trickery or prestidigitation. But we know differently, don't we, my enlightened brethren? We know that our dauntless powers of the keen of mind were achieved through persistent and dogged application of the warrior's code, perpetuated by Jiren the Grey, a lifestyle spread far and wide through the ultimately tireless quest to cultivate inner strength. Individually, we will never measure up to Chadren's greatness. Collectively, if we strive with nary a distraction or deviance from the path of righteous might, we may barely reach the godly precedent this legendary and monumentous character has set. An utter titan, a monstrously colossal, swirling force of nature, consisting of keen intellect, opprobrious patience, cutting wit, cultivated discipline, and sheer unapproachable might. Raw, pure, peerless strength, unblinkered and unfettered by the paltry limitations of the undisciplined common rabble. You already lost. Why are you even replying? Reread my post. It's an enclosed metaphysical system, a holistic and complete system, a dead end. There's no arguing or refuting it. It's a perfect post. You already lost when you posted the dumb shit that prompted this reply from me. As soon as the will of my immortal soul compelled my neurons to fire and whip up a dismantlement of your argument and chastisement of your poor character, you already couldn't win. You literally fucked up horribly by even being born and even having the opinions you do and even logging on to your computer today because all those events led to my unified, enclosed, and complete system of thought being formed on the topic, creating a no-win scenario where I refute you and can't be refuted back. That's what you're contending with. If you're smart, you're probably already so fucking embarrassed reading this that you're considering deleting your post and hiding your spick face from this general for a month. It's an unfortunate situation for you, but take heart in the fact that your retarded post prompted a perfect response which now everyone gets to enjoy. Again, I don't want any ego-driven seething in response. You genuinely cannot argue with me, and there's no point trying. Take this loss and learn a lesson in humility for next time. You dare speak to your divine master in such a vituperative and contumacious manner, you malformed drudgeon? Trudge back to your kennel now, pet, and reflect with utmost recalcitrance upon the myriad grievous transgressions you have inflicted this day upon your glorious master. You will cease your incorrigible malfeasance with the greatest of haste. Remove your putrid corpus from these hallowed halls of radiant philosophical rumination, and ne'er dark the proverbial doorstep that represents mine peerless intellect again, lest you be cast into the veritable maelstrom of acumen that represents my fiendishly sharp wisdom. Do I make myself clear, pet? Do you understand your place, dog? Did you heed mine illustrious, sagacious words? You fucking better have. No one will ever replicate what Chadren did. He was literally an unstoppable force and immovable object. He was pure, absolute strength. Every technique, every trick and gimmick, every ass-pull he was unfazed by. A spirit bomb by SSBKK Goku was easily repelled. Frozen in time? Who cares? He's like, stronger than time. Goku finally espools Ultra Instinct, and it does fucking nothing against a barely even trying Jiren. Unlocking new power doesn't help. Fighting smart doesn't help. He face tanks beams, he beats people up by just looking at them. They unlock new powers, they team up to fight him together. It doesn't fucking matter. Nothing they do can reach his might. No antagonist has ever felt this far above what the protagonist could muster. He was truly a juggernaut. And Broly? This pencil-necked bitch Mowgli-looking fucker gets manhandled by base Vegeta. Yamete Behita-sama, you're hurting my hands. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, but he grows stronger while fighting. That makes it okay. Oh wait, he still gets blown the fuck out. Shit-stomped by Gogeta to the point he has to get rescued by his bitch, trembling with fear. Bonus pasta. Team 4-star. Krillin's based count. It's over 9,000. Lord Kamuguru voice. No! This is so fucking canoe! Like, oh shit, man, this is so fucking funny. Oh gosh, I just can't put into words how much I love this parody because it's better than the original guys. Ahahaha, it's way better because it has incredible sense of humor in jokes like Tien being gay for Chiatsu or Dende being gay for Gohan. This is double the funny since they're only kids BTW. It's the funniest thing ever made in existence. Muffin Button, LOL. Piccolo is a Yoshi, Elmao, Space Duck, Rofel, Ghost Nappa, XDDD. This might be the only Kino that can be on par with the actual masterpiece that produced that word. If you don't know what it is, I'll put it in simpler terms for the main audience of team-based star. K. Ino on. On. Kino. K on. My favorite anime. Mugi. My wife.